All right, so you put in the price range 100,000 maximum. So if there is really a price range given to you, like I don't want to look for houses that are under 50,000. I want to look in 60, or I don't want to look for houses that are under 50,000. I want to look within 60 to 100. Then you put in 60 here. But if they only told you what the maximum is, then you leave it blank. You put in the maximum amount here. Okay? Then you scroll down. So when I spoke with Stephanie, I asked her, are you only looking in Vacaville? Because the property that she was inquiring about is in Vacaville. So obviously she's looking in that city. Is that the only city, or would you like me to look in surrounding cities too? And then she's gonna say, yeah, any city in Solano actually. You know, like Benicia, Fairfield. So if she mentioned a couple more cities, you don't have to use the cities option anymore, because she did mention any city in Solano. So you instead put in Solano. Instead search for the whole county, because there's a lot of other cities in Solano that she hasn't mentioned, but she did confirm that any city in Solano would do. But if Stephanie told me that, yeah, I'm actually looking for Vacaville, Benicia, and Fairfield, just those three, then that's the time you put in the cities here. So Vacaville, make sure that you use the drop-down menu, because it's some kind of a code that's going to allow BAREIS to do the search for you. Vacaville and then Benicia. Mute your lines, guys, please. There you go. And then Fairfield. So don't just type it in continuously. As I said, you have to use the drop-down menu because it's some kind of a code. Okay? So say, for example, Stephanie said, yeah, not in Solano, just not all cities in Solano. I just want Vacaville, Benicia, and Fairfield. So you put in the cities in here. Then you scroll down. Sale condition, if they specifically mentioned, I only want foreclosures. So I discussed with you what foreclosure properties are. And if they specifically say that they only want foreclosures, then you click on include. Or if they say, I don't want foreclosures, then you click on exclude. If they didn't mention anything, then leave it blank. Okay. So for the number of bedrooms, she said 2 to 3. So we put in 2 to 3. 2 minimum, 3 maximum. Total of bath, just at least 1 bath. She didn't say any limit. So if the client tells you, well, I want to have one and a half bath. If they said 1.5 bath, that means 1 full bath and 1 half bath. Half bath, you can Google what it means, but it only has the toilet. The toilet, you can really take a shower in it. Full bath would allow you to take a shower in it. Okay? So structure, if they mentioned, you know, we're a family of 5, so it has to be at least 3,000 square footage. They said at least, so you put in 3,000 in here. Or if they say, it's only going to be me and my husband, and we're elderly, so I don't want it to be too big for me to maintain, so I want it to be at least, or maximum 1,500 square footage, you put it in here. Same with the lot size and the year built. If they don't want a mobile home that's too old, then you can put in the date in here. But Stephanie didn't tell me anything about that, so I just scroll down. Go back to my notes. So 2 to 3 bed, 1 bath, 100,000, not a senior community. She wants a pool and a garage. So I go to additional criteria. Garage, number of garage spaces. You click on it. She needs at least 1. So I include a mobile home with at least 1 car garage, and then click OK. It's going to show you here. and then pool. Now, to speed it up for you, you don't really have to scroll up and down to look for the keyword that you're looking for. You just have to Control F, and there you go. Okay, and then you click yes, pool, yes, and then include. Then we've already put in all the criteria she gave me, and then I hit search. This one. Let's see if it's gonna give us anything. 0 listings. The reason is usually mobile homes are for seniors. So let's go back to general criteria. Let's say Stephanie is an elderly. We say yes. Let's see if it's going to give us any results. Click search again here. Zero listing. So there's nothing in her price range that has a pool. How about we take the pool out? Let's take the pool out. And garage. Because garage is very rare in mobile homes. Usually they only have carport. So you guys Google difference of carport and garage and half bath and full bath. So you'll know what the clients are talking about. You can also see pictures. So I'm gonna take the pool out. Pool, I'm gonna say no. Let's say if we're gonna get something that doesn't have a pool but has a garage. But I doubt. We'll see. Nothing. Okay. So let's take the garage out too. Oh, I already did. Okay. So let's just increase her price range. Let's say 200. There should be something. 0. Let's see. Let's check our criteria again. So mobile home, senior, yes. Vacaville, Venetia, Fairfield, 2 to 3. Oh, because of this. Okay, I'm gonna take that out. I'm just gonna say 1 bath. And let's put 100,000 maximum back. With no pool, no garage. Just 2 to 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 100,000, Benicia, Fairfield, and Vacaville. Let's see if we can get something. Wala pa. There's still nothing. Let's say 200. What's going on? How about we put in Solano? So we're gonna look in other cities too. In the county, not areas. What's going on? There's nothing. So there's nothing. There's no mobile home that has 2 to 3 bedrooms in 200,000 range. So how about we look for a residential property instead? Let's say Stephanie is looking for a residential property, and she's okay with single family, condominium, or townhouses. And you don't have to worry about the senior part of it because it's only for mobile home. Sometimes for condos too, but very rare. Let's say the budget is 600,000. Any city in Solano County. Hit search. No special criteria. Just have to be single family home, 600,000, 2 to 3 bedroom, at least 1 bath. And we have 238 results. As I mentioned to you guys yesterday, if the price range is high, 500,000 and up, or even 400,000 and up, and you only have the number of bedrooms and the cities, it's going to be difficult for us to narrow the properties down, because you can't, well, you can technically send all 238, but you can't expect the client to browse through them. So you have to do a good job of taking notes of what their criteria are. So say Stephanie's looking for a single family home, 600,000. I want it to be 3 bedrooms at least, and 2 baths at least. I want it to have a pool and a car garage. So let's do that. To revise the criteria, you click on Revise Criteria. And you'll be brought back to the criteria page. So we're going to modify it, because again, you can't send as much as 238 just because the client is not going to browse through it. I don't think anybody would. So you have to do a good job of narrowing everything down. So if it's higher price range client, then you have to ask for other details. Any special criteria? Do they need to have a pool? Does it have to be a single story or a 2-story home? Because that's going to help you narrow the number down. So this is a residential single family. You scroll down, 600,000 maximum. Any cities in Solano. And oh no, it has to be at least 3 bedrooms, at least, no limit on maximum, at least 2 baths. Let's see if it's down to a more workable number. We're gonna click search. Range must be greater than the from range. What are you? Where is it? Single family home. This one. Blank. Okay. Then hit search. 238 down to we were given a lot more options when we said 3 bedrooms. So we're gonna go back to revise criteria. That's why it's very important to know other special criteria if it's a higher range buyer. So we go to additional criteria. So it has to have, let's say, a 3-car garage. Include. Okay. Search. It's now down to 32. So 32 is still a big number to send to the client. But if all those 32 have met all the criteria that the client have told you, then I would suggest that you choose the ones that are newest. I'll show you how to do that. But I'm gonna try to narrow it down even more. I want to have a pool. Pool. Okay, so let's have a pool. Pool type, I want it to be in-ground. In-ground. Oh, that's it, and then click OK. Let's see if we have anything that matches those criteria. So it's now down to 7. So it's easier to send these homes to the client. It's easier for her to browse. So if you've narrowed down the properties to a good number, then you can send it to the client. So this is how you send it to the client. You put a check mark on all of them. Oops. Okay, put a check mark. Now that they're all checked, we click on email. So by default, we have client detail 2 column. Just leave it like that, and then click on submit. And then